You,
Hey, Pazan.
me and your father, forget about it. Yo, so we gonna tap right in, right? We're gonna tap right in with some NFL news today. So apparently the Eagles are cutting Darius Slay,
Whew.
which is nasty work. So they cutting Darius Slay to get about 4.4 million off the
Man,
books, but I believe he's saving 17 million on cap hit. So what you think about that?
that's crazy that they cut Bull after like how many years he was with y'all? Two, three? This is third. This is after third season, right? And they
Five,
cut
5 seasons.
five.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was blindsided.
Grant, granted, he's 34 though.
I thought,
So
he played at a high level at 34. Yeah,
mhm,
just started. Played. Come on, man. No, don't
he
do
played
that.
good enough. He played good enough.
Don't do that because now he not a part of y'all team. Y'all gonna diss him. Don't do.
No, no, no. I'm gonna keep it G. I thought Darius Slay was all right the whole time he was here. Even last year, going back to last year and the year we went to the Super Bowl, I felt like he wasn't on lockdown. He was good, but he wasn't locked down.
Yeah, he wasn't no lockdown cornerback after. I guess after say after last year. After last year, he wasn't really locked down. Or before last year, he wasn't really locked down. But as far as a functional quarterback, he did what he did. You were winning on your team. Like 32 other teams would have won him on a team.
But just the thing is, the Eagles are well, he make 14 million a year, right?
Right.
We have good young players. We got Mitchell and the white kid. What is it, DeJean?
Yeah, Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, so I mean, they need to make space, and then we try and go get Miles Garrett. We gotta sign Zach Baum. Come on, bro.
I want to bury no lead.
Stop the hate. The hate. I can see the hate in your blood.
Yo, I'm I'm just not with the Miles Garrett thing, man.
You
Obviously.
know, it's Reynolds right. We get Miles Garrett. You know, everybody know. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, got me all messing up out this joint. You know what I mean? Got me.
Hold on though, but real quick, dear Slay, do you think they doing him a disservice by letting him go, or what you think? Because I personally think the NFL is just a shady business at the end of the day. You don't see this in basketball, you don't see this in football. I'm not sure about hockey, but them two sports are guaranteed contracts. So even if you getting cut is not really an option. You usually get traded off, but you get your guaranteed bread. And it's crazy because when you really think about it, like if this was in basketball, an NBA team who just won the NBA championship, Darius Slay be going off to the sunset. He would get his bread. He'll be like a vet on the team because you got young people, and he would just finish the rest of his career. I mean, he would end his career with whatever NBA team he's on. It's just the NFL is just shady, bro. Like you can win, you could be the MVP, and they can just cut you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Then you packing.
Yeah, that is how the NFL be. And I don't think that's right though, but people after a while, people start thinking in the favor of the owners for some reason. Because like you want a player and you don't get it, and the owners say the reason why, and it goes back to the players getting paid too much money. So now you start thinking about like, oh, you want the player to get their money, you want them to do this at the third, but then all of a sudden you be like, and on the other end, we want this other player, we want to be successful here. So I get both realms of it, but I just still think that Darius Slay or Darius Slay, if he got cut in this year by the Eagles, you shouldn't take it too harsh because y'all let some people go. Like y'all like the Patriots of this, like the old school Patriots. Let you go a year early. Like, yeah, he get a little long in the tooth. Get him out of here. And we're gonna take that. Matter of fact, that's how you would do if you playing Madden, even they doing this joint on real life and winning. Like, if you know somebody in Madden, right? Contract year's coming up. You like, I'm gonna trade him away or get rid of him so I ain't gotta pay him this big amount right there. And when the free
Right,
agency show up, I can go for somebody better, or hopefully
right.
somebody better. It's the same thing with him. And the Eagles not doing a total disservice to him because he's still getting paid what not, I don't know what the cap hit is, but he's still getting paid something. And he get time to get picked up by another team next year.
Cap hit is 4 million, so
Oh, so he getting a guaranteed 4 million and he gonna get picked up by another. He know he
but he
gonna get
was
picked up
he
by
was
another.
scheduled to make like 14 though.
All right. You think he not
That's great.
you think that
You can say that when it's not your money, Pop. You go from 14 to 4.
but you don't think he gonna make another
No, I think
contract worth
I
that
think he'll make
deficit?
I think he'll make like 3 million. I keep it G. Maybe he can get extended for a few more years and play out his contract. But I mean, he's 34, bro. I think his career is coming to an end at the end of the
Like he
day.
gonna get a 1 year from somebody, like a 1 year, $5 million,
I
John.
can see 1 and 2. But you know what's crazy though? The crazy thing is like how we was talking about, like they tricked the fans, right? And I was one of those growing up. It's like if the players don't make what they gonna if the, all right, let me back up. The players don't get their money, then they're being selfish. They don't want to make the team better.
Yeah,
Realistically, the owners are getting a bigger pot than the players,
yeah, yeah.
and you don't see them trying to fork up their bread to make the team better. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's how we definitely think. But we, as fans, we want extra players. We want all the players. I don't care what team people work go for. You see a free agent come about that got a big name, you like, I want him. Even though you probably got somebody good in the position already, you like, I want him. I want all the players. But I'm like, we as fans, we want to look at and see more players come in. So therefore, now that leans to the way of the owners, so they're like, oh, we're gonna manipulate this and lean into that and
Right,
tell
right.
people, "Hey, we can't buy it. You can't get this person because we got this person, or we can't afford this person." Like how Jerry Jones trying to spin the Cowboys fans. But that's, it's different when, you got actual information out there now.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm on the whole Miles Garrett thing. I'm a little. I know he's a great player. I'm like 50-50 because like we just won a Super Bowl, and I think you should get better, but like we'll be losing some key parts on defense just to get him. So I don't know. Like I was telling, like we need to size that bomb for one. I feel like I'm butchering his name.
You that good?
The middle linebacker?
I didn't think y'all linebacker core was that vicious.
Bro, he was what? He
What
was
would
he number 2 for defense player of the year.
that mean?
What that mean? That mean he's
Dak was runner up for MVP and no one gave him his props.
Dak Prescott
You're
get
not a winner and three nobody remembers.
yeah, but Zach Braun is a winner. He picked up
And
Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. What are we talking about?
we talk about
Yo,
him being
don't.
rookie.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Don't say any Cowboy players. Don't initiate the Cowboy player talk. I gotta initiate it. If I don't initiate it, you can't bring up a Cowboy anything with that organization. It is trash. What my man Jose used to say, hot trash juice. So Zach Bond, he deserved to get paid. How much? I'm not saying he's top notch, but he deserved to get paid. Nolan Smith deserved to get paid. Josh Sweat deserved to get paid. And I'm just scared that we you lose that many pieces. And let's say if he don't, Garrett, he what turning what 30? What if he's not MVP? Not MVP. What if he's not defense player caliber anymore?
It'd be different if he wasn't on that same caliber this year. Like if you seen a downfall, but you ain't seen no downfall from this guy.
I be having PTSD, man, because we got Nopsy Opsawa, and
Come on, man.
he
Come
went
on, man.
from that dream team, all these pieces, and they just fell off a cliff.
Shouldn't you be over that? But when y'all got Saquon, and then that just shows you that somebody don't have that fall off. Saquon ain't have his year of last year wasn't good. Y'all got to him, and now look at him. He was running back for the MVP
Look who
race.
he played for.
Huh?
Look who he played for. He played for the Giants.
Look who now you playing for. You playing for Oakland.
True, true. All right, let's go. Let's transition to the next one, right? All right, what do you think about Debo Samuels going to Washington for a fifth round pick?
I don't know what to think about it because he was hurt last year and his stats every year had dropped. So I don't
He
know.
got an aunt body too. He got the auntie body.
Yo, he was.
Like
Yo,
he just came out with some chocolates on. And y'all can't really get off my block.
did you see all his babies he was wearing last season too before he got hurt? My man he shot out. Like who why are you wearing that? What type of time is you? Why you wearing AKA a skirt that was drawn? And then he wearing these zesty looking jeans. Like what type? Yo,
Yo,
no.
I, No, I mean, I know he was hurt last year, but he do not. I mean, from my point of view, he do not like a football player. He got the gut all out, looking zesty. Yeah, I don't know what's up with him. So I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I mean, obviously, they're top athletes, so it ain't nothing for them to get in shape in like 3 months.
Yeah,
Um, Granted, he was hurt all season anyway, on and off the field. So, but I don't know how I feel about that about him because he really played running back receiver, so he take a beating on his body.
yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't think the Washington offense is the same scheme as they run out in San Francisco. I'm not sure, but I don't see them plays when they run them without him, so I don't see why they would out of nowhere.
That McDaniels though, he's gonna be a different maker though. Like he's tough. He's tough.
I think you're gonna once you acquire a player and you ask him to do something that he normally not doing, that's not doing him right because now you're
Yeah.
gonna bring him over to your team and like, all right, we instead of doing this West Coast offense where we want you to run 5, take it 60, we want you to run 15 and get down. And I'm like, what if he can't do that? So I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
see him. I can't put my finger on it just yet. It's like I gotta see what happens with him.
And that's why I said the quarterback situation is at this point, based off last year, he's really good. So
Mm.
Debo might be able to succeed despite the scheme. Cause football is all about schemes and coaching. It took a while to understand, like, yo, if you get in a wrong situation, like you could be bad, especially as a quarterback,
Yeah.
defender, running back. I feel like receivers is really dependent on the quarterback position. Like, so I would say he got that. I feel like he got that going for himself. But I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely one of them Jones. You just got to wait and see how it pans out. It's hard to tell right now, especially with you got different style of quarterback in both teams. You got same amount of receiving weapons, better tight end, better offensive line over there in San Francisco. But obviously, what's his name was hurt most of the time. So shoot, I don't even know anymore. Like who knows? He had a better running back too over there in San Fran. So game.
Yeah, yeah. That running back didn't play all year, neither.
Oh well, shoot. Debo
Crazy.
was like, "Oh, you hurt? I'm hurt too." Ow, ow.
I mean, honestly, San Francisco was riddled with injuries. I mean, Debo in and out the lineup. I mean, Ayuk just got paid, had that knee injury. And then
Yeah,
when you really think about it, um, McCaffrey didn't play all season. Like he came back and went right out. So I mean, it was just a nightmare from hell. But I mean, I don't bang with 49ers. Like they was talking heavy. That year we beat them, they was talking so like and it wasn't the fans, the players, bro. Like, oh, soon we lost to Kansas City, which was a good game. Oh, they shouldn't have been there. They got exposed. Like, bro, we lost by 3 points. Like, calm down. Then the next year, they came into Philly and whooped their ass. I ain't gonna lie, I was sick. They was talking heavy.
yeah. But that's what
So
they do. You see what they walked out with a boombox against the Cowboys and smacked them.
yeah, I mean everybody slap y'all around though.
There you go.
Slap me around, call me Susie. All right, let's transition to this, right? Where you think what you think gonna happen with Miles Garrett? Because Miles Garrett asked for a trade. The GM said he don't want to trade him, or he's not going to trade him. We all know that's just fluff, just to try to get more. Um, what you think? You think he'll get traded or what?
I think he's gonna get traded. I think it's one of them Jones where the GM is definitely hitting him with the, I'm not trading you, I'm not doing nothing. But
Yeah,
if Miles Garrett's saying we not having contract talks, then you might as well cut bait with him now. At least
and
you
get
get something for him.
yeah, can you get nothing? And I don't think he's eligible for a franchise tag.
That'd be pointless because you paying him right now what the franchise tag would be. So it's
Yeah,
like you get rid of him, you get something back instead of you having a disgruntled player in your locker room. Even though when I think of stuff like that, it's the Browns. Do they even care? Like, do they care about disgruntled player? They're like, oh, he disgruntled. He like everybody else who was Browns. So play football. And then all of a sudden, my man just like he gonna ball out because he gotta put good stuff on tape.
yeah,
But I was just
yeah,
like, I feel like if they wisen up just a tad, they would trade him.
yeah. Cause he only got 1 year left on this deal. So I mean, and if you can franchise tag him, you get him another year. Like you just. you doing a disservice to your team, right? Like you might as
Yeah.
well get something from
Yeah. Even though they suck at drafting too. So it's like, dang if you do, dang if you don't. Like if you bring them boys in, I say, oh yeah, we get I don't know what team got two first rounders this year, but let's say they get this year first round, next year first round, and the year after that first round for him. And then all of a sudden, all those years they get the most trash players. So it don't even matter. It's like y'all always pick wrong. You
I
all
heard
pick
it. I heard they asked for two firsts and a second. I mean, but like you said, I don't know who got two firsts. It had to be a first from next year.
yeah.
I mean, I could see if you're a contender, why not? Like if you're the Eagles, if you're the Bills, if you're Kansas City, Ravens, I mean even Washington. I don't think Washington really a threat, but you know, it is what it is.
I say I'm gonna throw Cowboys in that joint.
Oh my God, Ron.
Think about it, right? Think about it. Hold up, stay with me. Hold up. Like
I'm done. I'm already cut the stream, bro. I can't with these Cowboys, man. I can't. All right, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this theory. Let's listen to this.
all right, let's say right, because the Cowboys are looking for a certain piece in the first round. Look at if whoever they need so many pieces all around the board. So let's say they go after one person. You might as well trade away that first round pick because you're probably not going to land a person that is of first round quality anyway. So therefore, trade that pick away. And next year, you probably won't even need your first round pick again because you make bad decisions in the first round again. And if you do well with Miles Garrett, you'll be picking at 32 next year. So you don't even, or
No, 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 no.
yeah, yeah, you
32. You
no,
just
you're at
read.
32 next
If
year.
we picking
I'm gonna
at
say
30,
that, John. I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna be picking at 20, 24, 25.
Okay, let's go to Miles' approach and say 24, 25. That's still late. Not good high picks.
It's not.
And then but you got Miles Garrett. You got a really impactful right now player, not one of them, oh, let's see how he pans out, go by his college tape. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm like, get rid of them Jones. And you know who gonna go by that method that I'm talking about? Probably the Eagles. That's why they're getting rid of old boy Slay. They say, Slay, we need that bread. Cause you know what we're doing. You know what we're doing.
I feel like anybody, because y'all got Michael Parsons. If y'all landed him, y'all defense would be really good. But since we on Cowboys talk, didn't the guy, your offensive line retired?
Yeah, Zach Martin retired. That's a serious blow. That's a serious blow.
Don't you think you should taking that first round pick and getting that offensive lineman?
Ain't nobody there that's good that's gonna be available at 12. It's like the year, like last year when we picked up Tyler Guyton. The guy was a project, and they knew he was a project, and they still
Uh,
picked him in the first round when all these scouts had him projected second or third. And now look what we got. So I feel like I don't trust their decision making when it comes to that anyway. The year that we got Zach Martin, oh boy, wanted Johnny Manziel.
I mean, should you trust anything Jerry Jones do? I mean, I'm
No,
I'm not the smartest when it comes to. I mean, I don't really know anything when it comes to like NFL contracts, but what seems to be the consensus is that Jerry Jones wait to play players and he end up paying double. Like
yeah,
how can like that is crazy.
he like getting people rich. He make owners rich by these plans that he get by the whole money making business first approach to the football stuff, and then he make these players rich by saying, you know what, we're gonna keep you here. We like you, yeah, yeah. Players like, all right, so next year I'm up. You want to sign me now? No, we like you though. We want to keep you around here. So therefore, the market done boosted. People done got contracts. Now you gotta go with the market says for the person.
You did that with CeeDee Lamb, you did with Dak Prescott, you doing it with Michael
But now
Parsons.
with the defensive tackle, also Odiggy Zuba, he's up. And
Doing it with Michael Parsons too. You should pay Michael Parsons now.
they're gonna do it. I'm telling you, though, if they don't sign, if they don't wise up and sign him this year, they're gonna do the same thing next year. He's gonna like break the freaking record in like money, unless he break his leg.
I would say one thing they say how he does is he get ahead of it, which a lot of GMs do, but
You
talking
should,
about the Eagles particularly, like he gets ahead of it. He doesn't wait.
as you should. You see a player that you know he's gonna be good for years on. You sign him now. You don't be like, oh,
Like
let's see if he stay good. Yeah,
Like realistically, by that method, if we would have waited to sign Jalen Hurts. You know how much he'll get paid. And I think Jalen Hurts is above average quarterback who can perform at an elite level in certain moments.
Yeah.
But with that being said, can you imagine if like we did that method and waited to pay him, how much he'll be making?
Mm.
He'd be breaking bank.
Talk about Dak having 60. My man be getting 60 right now.
I mean, what you think next quarterback gonna be like 70?
If
Next
they
person
not,
up?
if Dak is 60 and he the highest per year because of his stupid contract, that means the next quarterback gonna get like 65.
So let me ask you this, right? Because I haven't been in Philly since my boys won. Um, hold on. No, let me stop. So we're gonna transition to basketball. What's the state of Philadelphia? Because as a Philadelphian, I feel like the Eagles winning has saved the 76ers from scrutiny because they are hot trash juice.
Ain't
So
say him.
what's the vibe out there right with the 76ers? I just seen Ben Simmons, not Ben Simmons. See, man, I'm talking about trash players. I just see Joel Embiid is out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Paul George is, and we're gonna talk about that in a few. He is retiring from podcast this season, but he is trash. Maxey takes a lot of shots just to get 20 points, and Maxey is good. He just need a superstar to be paired with so he can do his thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, what's the state of Philadelphians as the sisters are trash? Are they good because the Eagles won the Super Bowl, or is like are they over the team? Like what's the vibe? And you're
No.
a Sixers fan, but you're a Cowboy, so it's like you're in a different kind of space, which is crazy work.
Well, the vibe definitely from every Sixers fan that I talk to is like the standard's been set by the Eagles now. Like people want championship. They don't want this. The term trust the process is dead. Like it ain't dying. It's dead. No one wants to hear that no more. People was out in B because they was like, my man got stay hurt and he getting all his money. So they pocket watching on him right now. They're like, yo, you getting all this money, but you're not playing. Which I'm like, I get it. Paul George you came here and you ain't doing nothing. So I'm like, yeah, people out on him too. Maxi, he is wild. Like I'm like, yo, he go, the ball fast. He's fast. He's really,
He's
my man
like,
with the ball. But he just take the wildest shots. I was like, what was that? Sometimes they go in. Sometimes they don't. That's why you say you take 20 years out to get. I'm like, wow. And then you got these role players with names that you haven't heard of dropping like the Bull against Golden State, dropping like,
Grimes.
yeah, yeah. I
He's
don't
actually
know who he was.
he actually all right. He's from New York. I don't know who he played before New York. The Sisters traded from, but he's solid though. I
It
would
should,
say one thing about that team is they was built with the expectation that Embiid would play.
yeah.
When Embiid don't play, people
He
got people gotta alter their rules, and like now their game is just totally different. Except for Paul George and Maxey.
Paul George I don't see. I'm not gonna compare him to Tobias Harris, but it's like he doesn't see Embiid out there, so he was like, "Well, I ain't gotta be out there." You know what I mean? That's how I get that vibe. So I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy." But when he do play, some games you say, "Oh, did Paul George play?" That's not a question you should have. Like, yo, you should know Paul George played.
He make
Max played. You look at the box score and just show he shot 34 and made 12.
he making 50 million a year, and he going to balloon towards the back end of his contract. He'll be at almost 60 million. And I mean, they saying he been experiencing injury, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just you gotta do better, bro. Like if you injured, don't play. Like
Right. But people don't want to hear that. Like you say, oh, you injured, don't play. And then Embiid was injured and he didn't play. People was like, he's soft, he can't ball, he here for the money and them type of stuff. And I'm a Embiid fan, so I was defending him. I'm all the brick from defending him. And I'm like, it is only like me and two others, and they both African, so I don't think they count. So I'm like, you know, and then now I'm watching he not playing after like like half the season he didn't play. I'm like, damn, they making me look bad. Like, dang, yo, I can't even go and say nothing for this boy no more. He really looks soft.
I feel like at some point fans know. I think at the end of the day, yeah, especially here in Philly, people over him not playing. But
Hmm.
I think it's easier to deal with than seeing what you see him do on the court.
Yeah, yeah, and it's what can you do though? Cause like a lot, and I was talking to people and they was like, and B always hurt, blah blah blah. And I was like, but what big man ain't? Only one who really not hurt is Joker. You know, Joker is the only one not hurt like that. His big country body self, he ain't hurt. But I'm like, he ain't them. Cause you got Carl Anthony Towns always hurt. All
I
the down
was I would
hurt.
say this though, Embiid only finished Embiid played 50% of his game since he entered the league. Nobody is compared to that. The last 3, 4 years, he always get hurt in the playoffs. Like he don't even like. So you can talk about Cat. Who's some other big men?
Um,
Um,
AD.
AD, Greek, and AD get hurt a lot, and Embiid is more hurt than him. And AD actually finished playoff series. Crazy enough, he hurts the majority of regular season, but he always finished the playoffs. And it's like Embiid just Mr. Glass. Like I don't know what to say. And I think it just sucks because, and even you could talk about AD. You seen AD like, and I'm not saying B got to win a championship, but you see AD like finish the whole playoff and actually win. So you know he's capable of being healthy a whole season. Where in B, like in B, I don't know a season he didn't get hurt and didn't play.
Yeah. Well, he frail, so we know that.
He
That's
is because even when you think about it, like they say big men have knee injuries and stuff like that. But even like he just, I don't know. He just, I don't want to say he just frail, like you said. He just Mr. Glass. Because when we played the Raptors, he had that odd thing. Like that was just so random. It's like what? And it's like you just can't like you know players or people who just can't. They just man, you just tap them, they hurt.
yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's him. That's him. He frail. And I'm like, it- when you look across the board, it's a give and take here. You got he frail, but he ball at the same time when you're out there. So it's like, what's the plus minus when you're on the court? What's your record when you play versus not? I don't see no good resolution to it though, because he got you can't make it far if you don't play.
so I got an unpopular opinion, right? And I don't know if it's because I'm not Philly. I don't know if it's unpopular out there, but it seems unpopular around my friends. I'd say my unpopular opinion is get rid of Embiid. Trade him when he come back healthy. Wait a couple games till he drop 30, and then get rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that a lot, but
Yes,
I'm like,
so maybe it's not unpopular.
but for who?
That picks.
Oh no! See that just dials me back to the Cowboys thing. I don't trust who they pick either. We got Markel Fultz one year, swore this dude, and who we pick him over? I forgot.
Tatum.
Ah! And now look at us. Markel Fultz like on his third team. Oh, like come on, man. We be drafting people with the
Granted, you
lottery
got
pick. They don't be nothing. They don't be good.
granted Tatum should have been a pick, but it seems like that Marcus Fultz got hurt and it messed up his career.
Hurt.
He had a shoulder injury. That's why he was shooting like that.
You talking about when he first before he got drafted, he had a shoulder injury?
No, when he got drafted, he hurt his shoulder and it messed up his shooting.
That
But
fast. Ema.
but I would say is the 76ers should have drafted Tatum. That was a dumb pick.
Yeah, yeah. And they're I don't trust them with their draft picks. So no.
And I mean, I hindsight is 50-50, so everybody would have drafted Ben Simmons, but looking back on it, that was horrendous. He is bro, you see him play? He is a shell of himself.
He's terrible. You know you bad when you got highlights of look what Ben Simmons did. This and they got laugh emojis across the screen, and then just show a man doing some goofball layup or something, or he grab a board, bring it coast to coast, and then pass the ball with a wide open
Listen,
lane. Oh my gosh.
He is horrendous. But look, right? You get rid of not Ben Simmons. You get rid of Joel Embiid, bro. He about to make almost 70 million a year. You can't win with him. Like, what are we doing?
Nah,
You get rid of him. You get rid of him and PG.
I can see that. I can see getting rid of Paul George, but if you get rid of Embiid, who you going to get? You
That's
got the big man. Your boy say, oh, it's good, but he ain't all like that.
but see, this is my point. And Mark, me and him argue this all the time. Who we getting back? We gonna be trash. We gonna be like that's the whole point. We trashed
No.
already.
No, see, I don't trust them with the draft picks. So why would I want them to be on the tank mode? No, don't tank. I don't trust y'all. I do not trust y'all decision. I do not trust y'all decision. Y'all gonna tank, and we're gonna bring somebody in here. And
Hold
we're
on.
gonna say, oh, they're gonna the boy with the fingernails. What do he even do? Like he got hurt.
Okay.
I don't trust none of their decisions in the
He
front office.
All right, let me ask you this. Are they making the playoffs this year?
No.
They might have a top 7 pick and then be play a lot of games.
Tell
It's
you had to sell
the
me
same
on
results.
who's coming out as a lottery as a draft
I mean,
pick.
I don't know nobody this year. I mean, I really don't pay attention to college, but
Neither. I don't know, but if someone can show me some highlights and sell me on somebody, maybe then I'll be hyped for it. But other than that, right now, I'm like, nah.
it's just crazy to be in Philly, like, and what the fourth biggest market, third biggest market? I think it's New York, LA, Chicago, and Philly. Yeah, fourth biggest market. And to not have a good basketball team is crazy. I mean, granted, the city is really Philadelphia. I mean, really Eagles. The
Yeah.
city is Eagles. Phillies are good. I don't know about the Flyers, but it just sucks to have a bad. Like it's about to be April, bro. It's about to be playoffs.
At one
And
point, it was the other way around. Like the six
when?
back in like what was it? Oh no, no, it was a long time ago.
You
Long,
talking
long.
about the 80s?
No, when we had AI.
We had McNabb.
Yeah, but the buzz was even more around the six at that
The
time.
buzz was around Allen Iverson.
Huh?
The buzz was around Allen Iverson.
All right, still none
He
of
was
that.
so polarizing.
This is part of the sixes, so the buzz was around them boys. Eagles gonna have a fandom regardless, but it wasn't as hype as them boys was because they made it to the finals that year. First time I seen people, that's the first time I seen a whole parade of people go to Broad Street and South Street all in celebration of a team.
Was I was at your crib when we won that
That
we was
one
at your mom's
game,
crib when we won that one game. That one game.
yeah.
My mom left beeping the horn, all going through West Philly, going home. Brr, brr, brr. Thought we was gonna win. We got our ass kicked.
We really did win the game after that. That was bad.
We did got we got gentleman sweep, bro. That's diabolical.
That's bad business.
But I
That's
would
bad.
say this. I would say this. I think that the Sixers. I hear what you're saying, but I just think that if the Sixers was to win and the Eagles suck, the city still would be.
They'll be fine.
No,
I feel like
you would hear it more. You would hear it more than the other way around.
they're not as passionate about basketball,
That's
baseball, even
that's what
fly.
I'm saying though. Like the city still would care. The city would be absolutely upset if the Eagles stink. And
Yeah.
even if even if the Phillies and the 76ers won a championship, fans would still be upset that the Eagles stink.
Yup. Yup.
Other way around,
They have taken over them as popularity.
that's what I'm saying. So if the Eagles win and them teams stink, it's like, all right, we'll
Yeah,
let them live for a year. Because
definitely gonna talk
once
about that
training
more.
camp about to start. Training
Yeah,
camp
we're
about to
gonna talk about that more than anything else.
All right,
And
let's transition to this one real quick. We got like 4 minutes. All right, what you think about Paul George stopping the podcast?
why?
I
What's
was
the big point?
because he been playing like trash.
So what? You doing a podcast like from shooting in the gym or something? Like, oh, I can't. I mean, I can't
I
shoot out the
just
podcast.
I don't know if the team told him, but he doing a podcast and he's playing like trash. Me personally, I think it's just a bad look. That's what I think. I don't think anything got to do with he can podcast whatever. But when you go out there dropping 2 points, you in Philly media, I just think it's a bad look. It's more
I,
so optics than actually anything he got going on.
I heard Cam and them talk about that, John, and I think Cam Point was absolutely correct.
What Cam say?
He said, "I'll be mad if this boy stopped podcasting and then all of a sudden go on a tear. Like, and he wants to stop podcasting so he can help his team get to the playoffs. He said, I'll be mad if he does do that and then they go to the playoffs. It's like, yo, why do you decide now that half the season is done that you want to start playing serious?
Yeah.
Like, no, you should have been like that at the beginning of the season.
So so he's in a so it seems like he's in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. I mean, if he says, "Oh, I'm focusing on this, so I'm not gonna podcast no more," and then you still be the same, it's like, yo, the podcasting wasn't the thing, dog. It's just you. You just not there. You tell me that all nowhere, even though he hasn't yet, but yet you stop podcasting and all of a sudden my man dropping 30. I'm like, hey, hey. So all year you could have been dropping 30, but you wanted to podcast? That's make me even more mad as a fan, especially if you start dropping them and then dropping 30, 30, 30, and we missed the playoffs. Like, we could have made the playoff easily if you just never podcast all year. But since you on a podcast, now we won't make the playoffs, and you put your little stats up at the end of the season. Like, yo, no. So for him, it'd be better if he just if he did do the podcast to appease his whatever, and then still stay. Because then it's like, it's not your
Yeah,
podcast.
I get what you're saying. You can because if he do start balling, people gonna look at you like, all right, you shouldn't do podcasts no more.
It makes
You put your
sense all year.
self-interest. You put self-interest over the team.
Right. Like if Michael Parsons came out of nowhere and said, I'm not doing a podcast, gonna focus on the team. And then all of a sudden after that, a man have like 7 sacks a game and we go on it,
Bro,
we
stop.
shut me down on this. And I'm like, why didn't you do that all year then? But no, he won't podcast and then he'll still get, 2 sacks a game, you know what I'm saying? And still be Michael Parsons.
Real quick, it's a minute left. We about to wrap up, but I think that the Saints is gonna make the playoffs. I think
Is
they're
it
gonna make
hard?
the 10 spot.
What's
It's
the
only you only gotta get to the 10 spot.
is it a wager line on there? I might bet that, John.
Bro, you only gotta get to the 10 spot. And I feel like in B being out, that's gonna you just gotta get to the 10 spot. One more thing. Do you play man?
Yep.
You play at 3-on-3?
No.
You don't play 3-on-3?
No, that's an online thing, right? That MUT stuff.
Yeah, you should try it.
Sounds difficult.
Now it's just 3-on-3. Me, Mark, and his nephew be playing sometimes. I'm the QB. I mean, Mark a little diva too, bro. He be getting on my nerves, bro.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at
Stop and go. Got me throwing interceptions. I be sick.
I'm
King,
gonna look at
we played without him. We won 7 games straight. Soon he get on, just throw it deep, bro. I'm throwing